Welcome back to the Cowboy Slot Channel. In today's episode, we are going to be taking a close look and breaking down how many of these newer popular progressive games actually work. Over the past several years, progressive games like Dancing Drums, Lightning Links, and Dragon Links have made their mark on the casino industry and have quickly become some of the most popular games on the floor. Coming in all denominations and all sizes from 1 cent all the way up to bets of $1,000 or more per spin, these progressive banks have captivated gamblers with their promise of high jackpots. But how volatile are they? What are your chances of achieving these progressives? Are the bonus rounds on these games predetermined? How do they work? And how have these games managed to rope in so many players? Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and check out my other videos on Mythbusters, insider tips, reviews, and more. Always remember that you are still gambling and there are really no guarantees of winning. In the end, you are playing for entertainment, and if you or somebody you know is struggling with a gambling problem, please reach out to your local casino or gambling hotline for help. Let's start by taking a close look into Lightning Links. Now, Lightning Links and Dragon Links are actually made by the same company and work the exact same way, just with a different look and feel. But for the purpose of this, we will be talking about Lightning Links. Just know that Lightning Links and Dragon Links are essentially the same game. Now, Lightning Links comes in a variety of game options and denominations and can be found in most all casinos today. It's made by an Australian-based company called Aristocrat, which is also the maker of the popular Buffalo games. Lightning Links offers 2 types of bonus rounds, a hold and spin feature, and free games. In either bonus, these rounds are not predetermined and do rely on a pseudo-random aspect to pull a result from each spin within the bonus. However, higher bet amounts can oftentimes trigger higher rewards in many cases. But that's not to say a lower bet can't land you the grand. It has been known in many reported cases to hit the grand even at a minimum bet. So with these games, do not be discouraged if you can't play the max, and always remember to stick within your budget. Lightning Links, like most all-new machines, are designed with a metric in mind that the casino uses frequently, which is called player holdability. This means that the game is designed to pay out more frequent smaller hits to keep you in the seat. Many times these smaller hits and smaller wins are under the bet amount that you are actually playing, but it gives the player the sense that they are winning and ultimately keeps them in the seat. Unlike older games that tend to award at least your initial minimum bet back, these games can give you a small percent back and make you still feel like you're winning, which can be dangerous in many times. These game makers have even gotten into more of the player comfort aspects, such as including things like phone chargers in many of the newer models and allowing the player to adjust the volume for their own comfort. As I did cover in another video, the volume does not have any effect on the chances to win or output of the game and is merely a player comfort feature. It's actually illegal for a manufacturer to design or include any feature whatsoever that would allow the player to alter the outcome of the game. So you've decided to play Lightning Links or Dragon Links. What should you be watching for, and how frequently do these progressives have to hit? Now, all of these progressives are set to have a starting point, which they will eventually reset to once they have been hit, but they do not have a cap or any set point that they have to hit by. These amounts are determined through rigorous accounting and based on the denomination in which you're playing. So there is really no way to tell when a progressive will pay, and many times these progressives can be shared with other machines within the bank or the casino floor. My tip to playing these games is when you sit down at the machine, the first thing that you really should do is cycle through and look at all of the progressives in all the denominations that you have the budget and plan to play in. You want to try and find the highest progressive amount, especially if the other banks might show a lower amount. While this is never a guarantee, it is an indication that there are particular progressives that have not yet been paid out or have not been paid in some time. Another tip that I would give for playing these machines is try to play the highest amount that you're able to within your budget that's going to last you the longest time. On these machines, it's perfectly okay to play a lower bet amount. However, higher bets do tend to trigger the bonus rounds more frequently in many cases, but not all. Unfortunately, there really is no trick to these machines, as it really does boil down to right place, right time. I know you might see many slot channels out there playing these games and winning these massive amounts, but always keep in mind that if you go to the casino as frequently as they do, and you're playing the bet amounts that they are playing with the budget that they're playing with, statistically speaking, you are bound to hit something, and that's just based off of basic statistics. But that is not typical, and that's not reasonable for most people to do, so always just remember to play for the entertainment and stay within your budget. Do not chase a progressive unless you have the budget and time to do so. So let's talk about Dancing Drums. Dancing Drums now comes in a variety of styles and variations, including but not limited to 88 Fortunes, 5 Treasures, and the new Dancing Drums Explosion, and many, many more. Unlike many slots, Dancing Drums actually has no lines. If the symbols fall within the first 3 consecutive reels or more, it pays, which is fantastic and pretty cool for a slot machine. Dancing Drums and its variations is made by a Las Vegas-based company, Scientific Games, in partnership with some other brands. Now, unlike Lightning Links, Dancing Drums progressives are actually predetermined, meaning that when the player reaches the bonus round to select 3 matching coins, it actually does not matter which coins you pick because the system has already predetermined what the outcome will be. There is another bonus of free games if you get 3 or more consecutive bonus symbols on the first 3 reels or more, and in some variations, the player can actually select an option to have more games with standard reel set, or opt for less games with a larger reel set for more ways to win. Another thing about Dancing Drums, unlike Lightning Links, is Dancing Drums has actually been notorious for hitting the grand with a lower bet amount. In my time of working at the casino, we would sometimes see the grand being paid out multiple times a day, oftentimes to players playing just the minimum of 88 cents. If you are looking for a good hand pay, however, you'll want to play a higher amount with this game, as the bowl does tend to close more often with higher amounts, and it gives you a little bit better of a chance. Overall, of all the new style progressives out there, I would have to say that Dancing Drums and its variations have the best overall odds, even though the game itself is more volatile for having more ways to win and no designated actual lines. It's a fun game and gives even the lower limit players the chance to walk out with the grand jackpot. In the end, always remember that there is no cheat or no guaranteed method for any sure win on any slot machine, progressives included. It is still gambling, and you should always stick to your budget and play responsibly. Be sure to subscribe and follow the channel for more breakdowns, tips, and to help you better your slot play. There is never a charge for any advice that I give, and I do not sell advice. Just remember to have fun and play responsibly.